All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year, 6-time All-Star. Last year, he led the league in scoring, and this year he led the San Antonio Spurs to their best record in franchise history and the best record in the league. I'm greatly honored to be here because David Robinson represents for us the commitment to team, to principle, and to community that we in the NBA find emblematic of what our players strive to be. And tonight, he joins the other MVPs headed to the Hall of Fame. Ask Moses Malone. Congratulations, David Robinson, 1995 NBA MVP.
I can't say how thrilled I am to receive this award. It's just a combination of so many people's efforts, and I want to thank my coaches, thank my teammates. I want to thank you fans. You've been wonderful. I want to thank my wife, Valerie, and my family for the support they've given me, and most of all, I want to thank my Lord Jesus Christ. He's given me an opportunity and a blessing.
And the proud Papa Ambrose, the happiest next to David of anybody in this building. Great honor, well deserved. The MVP numbers this season for David: 3rd in scoring, 4th in blocks, 7th in rebounding, and also in the top 15 in field goal percentage and in steals. But the big number that he is most proud of is 62 victories.
That was an emotional event, very emotional for David Robinson, for everybody here. Probably not one David Robinson would like to have right now, because I think he's got more important things on his mind right now.
Bob Hill with some thoughts on what the honor could mean, not only now, but possibly in the future, leading to the ultimate honor for David Robinson.
You know, this is special. This is a special award. I mean, this is the biggest one that they give, and it's just something that he's going to be able to always look back on, and then that makes an enormous statement. And then I think, as I've told him, if we can just really plant our feet here and win 8 more games, then I think he's a lock for the Hall of Fame. So, we're treading on the ultimate history, and that's special just to be a part of.
And he's in some good company tonight. He now has his first. There are a few others who know what this is like. In the building tonight, you have Dave Cowan, Spurs assistant coach, 73 MVP for Boston. Moses Malone won it 3 times, twice for the Rockets, and in the Sixers championship season of '83. Last year, of course, Hakeem, and he is joined by the Admiral this year. So now down to business. Rockets have been introduced. Spurs now getting their introductions. Looking to even it up at a game apiece tonight. And one more look at the starting lineups. There will be no changes, despite what some of the national media seem to indicate might happen. And we'll talk about the Dennis Rodman saga in a moment. The starting lineups are brought to you by Bally's, and for Rudy Tomjanovich and the Rockets, it will remain Kenny Smith in the backcourt with Clyde the Glide Drexler, Olajuwon in the middle, and up front Robert Horry and Pete Chilcutt. And for Bob Hill and the Spurs, same 5: Avery Johnson, Vinny Del Negro, David, Sean Elliott, and Dennis Rodman, whose bench comportment, by his standards, was superb the other night. Somehow it got twisted around in the national media that it was a repeat of what happened in the Lakers series. He was in trouble for not being part of the group, and the huddle not paying attention. Could not have been further from the truth, and hopefully that has been beaten back down to size, and it was not a sizable story to begin with.
Another phantom call. We saw a lot of phantom calls in that game. This one by the national TV guys, and it caught everybody, I think, in the Spurs organization by surprise.
By the way, Dennis with yet another hairstyle change tonight. No more flames, no more red, just the straight conservative orange look. At least one guy in the house who is in favor of that color change. Orange, the favorite color of University of Texas head coach Darrell Royal, who is in the crowd tonight as the special guest of former Spurs owner Red McCombs. And there he is, Coach Royal in red. Well, what Houston has to do is still a formidable task. They're going to beat this team 4 times. Since March 14th, the Spurs record is 28-5. So in a 2-month, 10-day period, they have lost a total of 5 games, and Hakeem is trying to spearhead an effort to beat the Spurs 4 times in a 2-week span. Can it be done? If they do it again tonight, the task looks considerably easier from Houston's perspective. But the Spurs have lost at home only 10 times this year. The last 2 have been consecutive. Game 5 against the Lakers, game 1 here the other night. Our officials are Joe Crawford, Ronnie Nunn, and Jack Neves. And the Spurs control the tap and go work. Avery Johnson, very solid the other night. 9 of 14 from the field. And started off with some nice outside shots. Robinson dumped inside, misses, and is stripped by Chilcutt. It comes off to Kenny Smith. On the break, it's Drexler, and he's fouled by Vinny Del Negro. And Houston starts with a possible 3-point play. On the other end, Sean giving David a nice setup, and shades of Monday. He couldn't finish.
Drexler, who is a great finisher, spins one off the glass as he goes down hard at the free throw line to make a 3-point play. If he can.
And the answer is yes. Drexler, 25 points, led Houston with 12 boards in game 1. Vinny Del Negro back into the hands of Johnson. Side cleared. He'll work on Kenny Smith. His good ball from Houston. Right past him, and it's 3-2.
Kenny Smith giving Avery Johnson 3 or 4 feet of room, but Avery closed the gap anyway and just beat him to the hoop.
One was a lottery pick. One was undrafted. Hard to tell if you reconstructed those drafts which was which. Obviously would be different today. Chilcutt out to Smith. All-time 3-point percentage leader for Houston is off here. Avery in transition. Again, starts into the paint. And now it's Rodman. Elliott will try a 3, and it's up and over. Well, at some point, and the Spurs certainly hope it's tonight, they've got to regain their shooting touch. All postseason, with a couple of exceptions, they have not shot the way they did during the regular season. And 44% is the number coming in all playoff games combined. Hakeem's favorite spot on a miss. Rebounded by Rodman. Dennis up the left side on the break, and behind him is Del Negro. Picked up in a switch by Ori. Then he sees an opening. Nice job keeping it alive for A.J. And the running one-hander no good. Tipped up, controlled by Chilcutt. Taken away by Rodman. Dennis off the steal. What's this? A 3. Not a good idea. At all. The other way, Drexler's alley-oop too tall for Ori. Del Negro comes away. And an injured Spur is Avery Johnson. So a 20-second timeout. Doc Rivers will come in, and A.J. apparently has twisted a knee or an ankle. Happened on the last Rocket offensive possession. And we saw Doc Rivers, Kobe, immediately get up. And I saw that before I saw Avery injured. I was wondering who was coming out this early.
I think Bob Hill saw Avery had sprained his ankle and called for Doc Rivers to get up off and get into the game. It is his right ankle, it looks like.
he's going to try to stretch it out.
Meanwhile, back to play, and Olajuwon, who had foul trouble most of Monday, was the first of this game. One of his early fouls drew a technical from Tomjanovich the other night. He finished with 5, but played a long time with 5 in the fourth quarter. David over him with a jump shot, still not there. Robinson misses his first 2. One close, one not so close. Drexler leading the Dream down low. The Dream shake, out it goes. A wide open 3 by Ori is around and out. Houston 1 of 4, Spurs 1 of 6, and a turnover by David. That plagued him in the first quarter Monday. He finished with 7. He had 4 in the first quarter alone.
Those are still the nervous kinds of plays that we saw in game 1. This Houston team a lot more battle-tested and pressured games because Olajuwon and Drexler especially have been in several times.
But tonight, nobody can hit. They're combined 2 for 11. Drexler rejecting Rivers. A lot like the play Doc made late against Hakeem in the fourth quarter. Looked at the point that had happened as if it might be the defensive saving play of the night. And the free throws had fallen at not a game. Shortcut posting and a mismatch. He's struck by Rivers. So Doc gets it back. And we're still stuck on 3-2. We played more than 3 minutes. Del Negro picked up by Smith. Spurs now 1 for 8 from the field.
Drexler, who did a great job on the boards for the Rockets in the first game, once again pulling away a defensive rebound in front of Rodman.
David trying to front Olajuwon. The team now in position. Shot clock is down to 3. He'll back out. Almost takes the 3. Air ball. Shot clock expires. Houston 1 for 6 from the field. But the good news is Avery Johnson's okay and back into the game. Boy, but will anybody settle down? There have been some open shots turn into air balls like we just saw. There have been some layups, some well defended. Probably shouldn't have gone. All variety of misses. Even a 3 by Robinson. There is a little more used to handling the ball. He gives the Spurs their first lead. Drexler with the 3 that Houston still has on the board. Rory to the corner. Smith back to him. He'll try from three-point land and miss. Picked up by Johnson. All 5 Rockets back in transition D. Elliott taking Drexler low. The scoop block by Olajuwon. Taken back by Sean. Stripping Chilcutt. On the move, Del Negro. Nice catch by Rodman. Wants another 3. What in the world is going on? Turns and smiles at the Rocket bench. Alley-oop, Ori. 5 for Houston.
Dennis Rodman was trying to beat the shot clock with 5 seconds when he put that 3-pointer up, but then not getting back defensively, Robert Ori beats the whole Spurs team down for the lob dunk.
Shot clock again at 6, and Houston hit with an illegal defense warning on Olajuwon without a timeout. 6:38 to go. It's not exactly an artistic success yet. It is close. 5-4 Houston. We continue after these words from Southwest Airlines.
How do you feel tonight? Yeah, look, I mean, you looked good. You looked like you were working better.
You were fooled. Every time I dunk. Drop 30, 40. It fooled you.
Because you believe that was about me.
While I believe. It's 5, baby.
But you're not a fool.
Are you?
NBA cares. The San Antonio Spurs care about communities around the world.
While in France, Tim Duncan and his teammates dedicated a new play space and held a basketball clinic with local school children. And at home in San Antonio, Bruce Bowen works with local school children as part of his Get Fit conditioning program, demonstrating the importance of leading an active and healthy lifestyle. NBA Cares, combining basketball and service to the community.
Whether you're dominating the playground, the last one to leave the gym, or you're big time like Mike Bibby, the Better Basketball videos will explode your game.
Even I've learned some things, working with Better Basketball. It's just unbelievable.
I've seen so many different videos over the years. You will not find finer tapes than what Better Basketball is offering.
Learn more about all 7 DVDs from BetterBasketball.com. If you buy 6, the 7th is free. Order now at BetterBasketball.com.
For a team that was talking about not having the usual amount of intensity, that is not a welcome sight for Bob Hill. No more breakaways, hopefully. 5-4, Houston leads. Spurs ball midway first. 2 of 11 collectively. Houston 2 of 7 from the field. Avery Johnson again past Smith. He has a Keene to deal with. Loose ball batted around. Still in contestment, and it is finally controlled by Olajuwon. He's contested it harder than anybody else. David had his hands on it twice. But a Keene control. Drexler up with the 3. That's up and over. So they're a combined 4 for 19 from the field. Houston looks a little like the Spurs did out of the gate the other night.
A lot of pressure on both of these teams. They understand that, and that, I think that was true in game 1, although Houston sort of just walked in here right off of the win in Phoenix and played a little bit looser than the Spurs did.
Boy, nobody's getting second chances. Mario Elie in, he's immune. He had a career-high 4 3-pointers Monday. And, of course, the one that finished off Phoenix on Saturday afternoon. 8-4 Rockets. Rodman ball fake for 2. He has 4 of the Spurs 6 to cut it to 2. You would think maybe Houston would take the tack tonight, but, hey, they've done what they came here to do. They have their win in the dome. But they're playing as if they're the ones that have their backs to the wall. Not really the case. Way off for Kenny Smith. Flipped around, or he tried a desperation tip off the glass to Dennis Rodman. Each team with only 1 offensive board. Avery Johnson to tie it at 8. So for all the misses, not many second and third opportunities for either team.
Well, the 2 least offensive-minded players on the Spurs, Rodman and Avery, taking balls all the way to the basket, providing the offense early for the Spurs.
Robinson foul as he went up, and it looked like Drexler got him from behind. On Clyde, his first, team second.
Another look at this play as Olajuwon misses, and Rodman, good outlet pass to David Robinson, who comes through a lot of traffic, tries to put it up, and Drexler blocks it and fouls him from behind.
Lucky that first little scoop hit backboard, or almost looked like he passed to himself if he had traveling. There's his first point. Chuck Person in for Vinny Del Negro. Here is a guy who has, for basically the entire postseason, been searching for his touch, and it's really deserted him over his last 4 games. 2 of 17 from the field for the Rifleman. Nothing but blanks, averaging 1.5 points per game over those 4.
I think a lot of that is nerves as well. Chuck Person has been in big playoff games, played extremely well, but I think there's a lot on the line for him personally and collectively here in San Antonio.
Houston continues firing up the trays. First one tonight by Smith, 32nd of the year. The entire Spurs team has totaled 39 threes. I'll show you what Smith's output has been. Mario Elie all to the reach. Sam Cassell in to replace Kenny Smith right after that 3-pointer. Here's held Cassell well in check here tonight. Only 6 points on 2 of 7 in 23 minutes. 18-footer not there for Robinson. 0 for 4 from the field so far.
The difficult thing for Dave is he's trying to get his touch, but he realizes that if he misses those shots, I think his whole team gets discouraged because he's struggling.
And he comes down and commits the foul on Cassell on the other end. For having a conscience probably doesn't help him necessarily. He feels the weight of the load because he wants everybody to have the experience of the championship, not just him. He wants it for everybody. Rudy Tomjanovich now with the third best playoff winning percentage among all active coaches. He trails only Pat Riley and Phil Jackson. He sees Cassell get 1 of 2 and Houston a 2-point lead. Backcourt pressure now for AJ. Rodman there to beat it. Nice catch behind it. Robinson spins, lays it in. Nice touch that time. First from the field for the Admiral. We're tied at 12.
The Rockets wanted an offensive foul on Robinson as he led with his right arm.
And in turn, the Spurs would have liked one on Hakeem right there. They don't get it either. He gets his first point.
Both those situations would have been a foul in the first game.
This game, they probably would have called him twice. Person, what a welcome sight that is.
Rob Hill sticks both hands up in the air after Chuck Person knocks in his first jump shot.
Hakeem again, surrounded. And fouled this time by Avery. Well, 3 defenders had Olajuwon in a vice grip that time. They'll have a Rocket timeout at the 3:03 mark of the first period. Both teams shooting below 40%. And it's 14-14 in the early going.
Homeowners, want to get cash and simplify your bills? Ask about a combo loan from Countrywide. It's a refi that you could use to combine your first mortgage, your second mortgage, your car loan, and all your high-rate credit card debt into one easy loan with one low monthly payment. It could save you hundreds every month. Call America's #1 home loan lender now and ask for a combo loan. No one can do what Countrywide can. Apply now.
Call 1-800-642-0832.
Is credit card debt taking a bite out of your financial future? Do you feel like creditors and collection agencies are circling around you like predators? Are you looking for that lifeline? Then you need to call Debt Group now. We don't work for the credit card companies. Debt Group works for you. We understand the countless circumstances that can lead to overwhelming debt, and we can help. Through a national network of attorneys that will negotiate your debt for a fraction of what you owe, protecting your consumer rights and stopping those harassing collection calls. We know money is tight, and it's hard to meet your monthly obligations. That's why we'll structure your monthly payment according to your budget, allowing you to breathe easier and save money. There are many options available for debt consolidation. Let a Debt Group professional tailor a program that works for you and your family. Don't get eaten alive by debt. Call us now. Debt Group will put you on solid ground to give you the opportunity to regain your financial freedom.
It's 14-14, 3:03 to go first quarter. Houston is 5 of 14 from the field. The Spurs are 6 of 18. That's 33%. Houston is at 36%. Game 1 threes. By Houston standards, that's not a big total at all. They set a 7-game series playoff record with 61 against the Suns. They had 19 in one game, all-time record for a playoff. That was game 2 against Utah. A pair tonight, Houston on 6 tries, 2 of 6, San Antonio 0 of 3. But if Chuck Person looks for the rest of this game the way he did on his first shot and in warming up before the game, he might finally be at that light at the end of the tunnel. And his personal slump could end. Good early signs. He gets up tight on Ori. Doubles down on Drexler. Olajuwon guarded here by Rodman. Robinson now out on the corner. And fumble by Hakeem. Recovers with 8 to shoot. Nothing brewing here at all for the Rockets. A desperation heat not there by Ori. And they throw the outlet pass away. Boy, you can't work any harder than that defensively and give it away any faster. The best defensive sequence, maybe, of the whole postseason. And it's Houston ball again 2 seconds later. What can they do with the gift? Cassell posting up Avery. The answer is nothing. Houston now 5 of 16 from the field. Person blocked by Drexler. Clyde, a couple of rejections from the blind side tonight. Cassell for the feed low, and Elijah on off the right. 4 for a game.
To make that kind of a move, to be fluid, you have to be relaxed. And Elijah Wan has played in so many big games. He looks very relaxed tonight.
Pretty much always does, but it really stands out in contrast in this start. First 2 by Sean. Not many touches yet for Elliott. 1 out of 3. Tied it at 16. Minute 33, first quarter. Ronnie Nunn blows the whistle and gets a hand in Robert Ory's face. Even as he's calling illegal defense against Person and the Spurs.
Robert Ory was screaming at the official, Ronnie Nunn, to call his own. Of course, this is what the NBA said they weren't going to call in the postseason, was weak side zone defense completely out of the play. And there's one right there because Ronnie Nunn was being screamed at by Robert Ory.
Olajuwon, heavy pressure still, rattles it in. Can't guard him a whole lot tighter than that. David had him one side, Elliott the other. Blowing pass to the fence. Johnson can't finish. Houston looks to run with numbers. 3-on-2. Drexler hammered by Person. Clyde will shoot for a 4-point lead.
Avery at the other end puts one a little bit too hard off the glass, and the Spurs hesitate, the Rockets don't. And Drexler gets hammered at the other end.
Right now, the number 20 all-time scorer in the history of the playoffs, as Charles Jones, who made by far his biggest contribution of the year in Game 1, checks in. Drexler now with 4. 2,292 career playoff points, top 20 all-time for the Globe. Jones in to guard Robinson. That allows Olajuwon to float free in the general area of Robinson. Not there for Elliott. Olajuwon with his 5th rebound. 1916 Houston. Inside the final 42 seconds of the quarter. And Keane starting to get the feeling until now. Gets the rebound. Took it from Sean. Gives to Mario Elliott. 5 is the margin. Biggest yet for Houston. Rodman, who took 2 3-pointers all year, has taken 3 and missed them all in this first quarter. I'm not sure about that die chain. Something may have seeped through.
Well, there's a lot about this first quarter that hasn't gone right for the Spurs, and that's one of them.
Well, of all the things they have to worry about. 3 seconds, Cassell against AJ. Doubling David. Time runs out before Drexler can even think about a shot. Well, the Rockets at 40%, the Spurs at 30%. It goes down in nobody's memory books for style points, but the first quarter is in the books anyway. 21-16 Houston. We continue after these messages from Diamond Shamrock.
At the Gatorade Sports Science Institute, we test athletes in the lab. Because we know they'll be tested on the field. Gatorade, the most tested sports drink on the planet.
We ain't used a series in a year and a half, man. We ain't gonna start tonight, yo. We ain't starting tonight.
the Houston Rockets a 3-point lead. It's over. The Houston Rockets have won Game 7.
The Rockets have knocked off the Phoenix Suns, coming from behind 3-1 to eliminate the Suns.
Gastronomic Meditations is the place on the web where people can explore the sensuality of food.
GoDaddy customer Jennifer Ianolo.
GoDaddy is like an a la carte menu of options where I can handpick the dishes I need to create this beautiful presence on the web. When we first built the site, we used GoDaddy's Traffic Blazer to submit our site to all of the search engines. I use GoDaddy's virtual dedicated server, and I also use their email express marketing to send out my newsletters.
Just go to www.godaddy.com/TV.
Carried here and everywhere on NBC. Doc Rivers. Second strip just like that tonight. That time of Chucky Brown. Olajuwon resting as we begin the second quarter. Jones in the middle, guarding Robinson. Doc Rivers sets up the slam by David. If memory serves, that's his first of this series.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you're right. Nice play by Doc Rivers, obviously, to get David Robinson an easy one.
So it's 21-18. Cassell with a miss down to Person. We're talking about getting back to Spurs basketball. It means running. It means playing that type of defense Rivers just showed. J.R. Reed into the game. One of the few who's had his shot working. One more chance as he drives, and that's no good. But tipped in by Drexler. And they'll credit Reed, but Clyde wishes he had that one back.
Well, you could argue that J.R. Reed, with his experience playing in the North Carolina and all the playoff games and the situations that they get into at that school, although he has no pressure on him coming off the bench, might be a little more prepared for this kind of environment than some of these other players.
Really looks to be, doesn't it? Person hitting the glass and getting hit in the process. On Jones, his first. It would appear Bob Hill addressed the rebounding deficit between quarters because a much higher level of intensity in the first minute and a half of the second quarter. David out to Rivers. He'll take the three into the hands of Jones. Caldwell's brother, now 38 years of age, out of Albany State, the consummate NBA journeyman. Bumped by Robinson. These three officials letting it go tonight. Crawford none of knees. Ball away. Drexler with 6.
The rhythm shooter takes it one direction, jumps back the other way, and not a great shot for a lot of people, but for him, if he gets it in his rhythm, he knows exactly where he is, and he drills out and home.
They've been much quicker out of the double team that time, getting rid of it. Now a nice aggressive move and a foul. He was stripped by Cassell, but the whistle had already blown. And it's on Cassell, his first and the team's second. And with that, an official timeout. 9:36 to go, second period. Houston by 3. Now, when David gets rid of it that quickly, then the defense is not controlling the tempo. A little bit back on their heels when he holds it, as long as he has on some occasions. The onus is on the Spurs. There's the fourth game summary. 1 of 2 by the Admiral. Cut it to 2, 23-21. He has so far outscored Hakeem 7-6. Reed really bothering Cassell to have to bat the ball across the timeline to beat the 10-second. Reverse. Drexler, a strong start for the Glide tonight. He has 8 to lead the Rockets to a 4-point advantage. Doc Rivers straight in, and it rolls home. Drexler look for a call that won't come. First 2 for Rivers. Defensive challenge here for Person. Right past him and wins the battle rather easily. So Hill will make the move for Sean Elliott to re-enter off the bench. Person in traffic, lets it go on the run. Brown pulled it down. Cassell looking in transition. Bumped by Rivers. That's a charge on Sam Cassell, his second personal. Quick feet by Doc to get in front of him in time.
Doc Rivers moving over. I'm not sure he got in front of him completely in time, but Doc Rivers excellent at squaring up and making it look like he was there.
Elliott is back in for Person. Ori is in to spell Drexler, and Olajuwon is Susan. Can get the Sox exactly where he wants them. Will replace Charles Jones. Extremely low-scoring game, but most of them have been for the Spurs at least throughout the postseason. No one has scored 100 on them yet in any of these three series. Not there for Rivers. Open looks, they are just not falling. 32%, 10 of 31. Houston 42%. Up to a respectable 11 of 26 from the field. Ori, three-pointer. And it all the way. 17th of the postseason for Robert Ori. Biggest lead of the night for the Rockets at 7.
Robert Ori with a real calm shot. He knew he was going to be open as J.R. Reed went down into the double team. And when the ball came to him, he was all set to shoot.
Robinson steps through and connects. 9 on 3 of 7 from the field. 3 of 4 free throws for David. 4 boards. Also team high. Inside out game again for Houston. Back to back.
Very similar shot. Olajuwon looking for Robert Ori as the double team comes off of Ori.
El Negro to answer with a 3. Not many tries from outside the arc, but Vinny is 7 of 13 for the postseason. He's by far got the best percentage on the team. Nobody on Chucky Brown. And another defensive lapse, leading to another timeout.
Well, it only has 500 horsepower. I mean, it's okay for a weekend car, but yeah. And of course it has leather. I don't do cloth. Let's get real. Now, oh, nice.
Consolidating your debt's that easy too. Call Ditech today and get a low fixed rate home loan. No hassles, no surprises. Sweet. Call Ditech today. Ditech, a GMAC company.
Just practice. Introducing Steve Nash's MVP Basketball, the complete instructional DVD program that teaches you the fundamentals of basketball.
And Steve Nash knows the fundamentals of basketball.
Call or go online now to order Steve Nash's MVP Basketball program for the low introductory price of only $29.95. Act now and you'll receive a second DVD, Steve's Team Play and Practice Organization, perfect for the parent coach, and it's absolutely free. But it's not available in stores, so you must act now.
We expected to see a little more tonight. Is in midway now second period. Avery Johnson also back. Really a couple of years ago came in that Portland first round series poll and had some of the biggest contributions of any Spur. Maybe the magic's still there. It is for J.R. Reed on the offensive glass. He cuts it to 6.
Great pump fake and use the left hand to get it around Olajuwon.
Hakeem has to give it up. Ori a pair of threes already. Back inside and he turns on David and misses. Point blank. A rare gift from Olajuwon. Spurs haven't been particularly opportunistic with the Houston gifts tonight. Illegal defense on Cassell for Houston.
I think they might have called it on the wrong guy, although Cassell has been floating rather than definitively going to the double team. We'll take another look at this. Watch Cassell sort of float down as Chucky Brown and Cassell both floating towards the ball. Cassell real slow getting there. I think they called that on Cassell.
Well, Sean Elliott back on the line. Oh, if that had been the shot the other night, his third point in this one, 35-30.
Sam Cassell out there talking with Chucky Brown about who was going to go down a double team. They got a little confused.
Anderson guarded by Ori. Elliott picked up by Elliott. Low to David. Backhand, scores and foul. Number 2 on Olajuwon. Well, the upper hand so far tonight belongs to the Admiral.
The quick hands of Olajuwon. Watch him go for the steal as he reaches. Dave loses the handle, but realizes Olajuwon is a little bit off balance to his right side because David's going to feel the pressure on his right. We'll see it when Olajuwon reaches. David feels the pressure on his right, so he moves to his left and hits a difficult shot, underhanded around the rim.
Only 6 points, but 2 fouls for Olajuwon. David now 12 points. And since the timeout, 6 unanswered points by San Antonio. It's a 2-point Houston advantage, 5:40 in the half. Back down low, Akeem to the hook. Still scoreless in the period. Spurs look to tie or lead. And it's Anderson's first shot on target. That's pretty impressive. As cold as he is. Apparently what's flowing through his veins is pretty cold too. We're all even, 35-35. Illegal defense technical, San Antonio on Avery Johnson.
We're talking about straddling the line right here. Avery Johnson had 1 foot above the free throw line, 1 below. But Sam Cassell, talking to Joey Crawford, gets the call. These are really insignificant zone violations.
Drexler back in to replace Ellie after he converts the technical free throw.
And in my mind, there's a big difference between the one they called on Cassell, where he was floating down and double teaming on the ball, as opposed to Avery Johnson being away from the play completely, not involved and not going down to double team anybody. He just had his foot feel over the line.
That floater can change what the offense is allowed to do. 1 foot either way really doesn't change a thing. AJ tried to rip it free and ties up Akeem. Oh, this should be some jump.
Avery Johnson dropping down to try to help David Robinson on Olajuwon. Olajuwon rips the ball away from him, but the jump ball is called. Pretty quick call.
Well, only about a 14-inch height advantage. Reed tries to steal the tip, but he is called for an over and back.
Now, you can't run through the circle or the jump. The two guys that are going to jump are in the middle of a circle, and you can't run through that circle. As JR tried to steal the tap, he tried to anticipate where Olajuwon was going to tap the ball, but he went in front of Robert Horry and threw that pink circle there in the court.
Joe Crawford over to explain the ruling and check the time on the clock. Boy, 14 years of doing this stuff, I've never seen that happen.
You don't play. Most players don't get into that, violate that circle. That's where you can. That's why they have a circle, so everybody can block off and you can hold your position. It'd be about the same if you ran in there and tried to jump with the guy that was jumping.
Joe Crawford says, Simon says play. Added 1 second to the clock. Here we go. 1 point Houston lead. Anderson in there to deal with Clyde Drexler defensively. And he was right on him, but Clyde sticking them all at the moment. 5 of 7, 12 points. Houston has led most of the way by as many as 8. That'll be an offensive foul away from the ball on Anderson.
Willie Anderson driving through the lane and leaving it for David Robinson. Was called for an offensive pick because he didn't get stopped before David Robinson started to move.
Actually, Drexler had that 2 for the Spurs, too. That's a net of 10 for him. 12 for them, 2 for the other team. Earned by Akeem. First point, second quarter, 8 for the game. 4 of 11, 40-35. Houston with 5 straight. After the shot by Willie, which tied it. Under 4 minutes in the half. Willie on the drive. AJ finds himself amazingly open. Shooting well, though. Better than 50% for the entire postseason. Had a great season series against Houston, where he makes his home. 18 points per game, 10 assists per game. Three-pointer Costello won't throw quite hard enough. And Olajuwon there for the offensive board. Horry calling for it. He'll step back and hit his third 3 of the quarter. Everybody's a weapon when they get that inside-outside rhythm going. They have 5 of 9 from outside the arc. The Spurs are looking for their first 3. They missed all 5. Nice work on the backdoor by Reed. Tipped out by Cassell. Shot clock is at 10. Houston for the playoffs coming in at about a 43-pointer advantage. They had 113. They'd given up 74. Spurs were -10 for the playoffs. 39, allowing 49. Wide open, Reed tried to get a closer shot, and it was much more hotly contested. Passed up the open 20. Drexler with an open 20, air ball down to Olajuwon. Tipped away, picked up by Anderson. Willie to start the break. Avery Johnson rewards him. A toe on the line. The trademark almost three-pointer for Willie Anderson. He's been an inch away from about 100 three-pointers just like that in his career. Timeout call by Houston. We have 2:28 to go in the half. Anderson has cut the margin to 4.
Just over 9 minutes. Who's it going to be? Which one's it going to be? Uh-oh. Think fast. Hold on a second. Think fast. So anything. Think fast. Which one of you wants the ball? Can't hear you. Didn't think so. Think fast. Think fast. Think fast. Can't stop this triple threat. Oh. Oh. Sight. Oh, hip shot. Think fast. Oh. Oh. School's out.
There's just one place to get something this big and real. Fathead.com. Fathead, are you fan enough?
Over the past half-decade, BetterBasketball.com has become the world's leader in improvement videos, bringing you 6 DVDs to build a foundation of the fundamental skills: shooting, dribbling, passing, defending, scoring from the post, and attacking from the perimeter. Now, Better Basketball brings you the most advanced DVD ever released: scoring without the ball. The video features unmatched detail on reacting to your teammates' dribble penetration, developing slasher moves, working off screens, and getting open when denied. The DVD even uses pro footage, so you'll see the techniques applied in real games from around the globe. Plus, you'll learn from Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman and Jason Kidd. If your goal is to play at the next level or just plain win, get the entire Better Basketball series, put in the sweat, and then reap the rewards. Learn more about all 7 DVDs from BetterBasketball.com or call us at 1-800-BETTER-B. If you buy 6 of the videos, the 7th is free. Order now at BetterBasketball.com.
Houston again tonight getting the big contribution from Drexler, but the unexpected contribution from Horry. His only field goal won the game Monday. Tonight, 3 3-pointers, 4 of 6, 11 points, just 1 off Drexler's total for Robert Horry. Well, that scored even Olajuwon. That's 10 for Akeem.
Set play from out of bounds, well called by Coach Rudy Tomjanovich, and a perfect pass from Robert Ory.
Easy buckets, hard to come by on this end. Robinson misses the hook. And again, Houston looks to run. That would have been a foul the other night. Olajuwon low left. Ory for his fourth three. It's the fourth rebound by Rodman instead. David on the break. Underneath, Anderson. 3 for 3.
David Robinson was down and holding his right knee. And whether he just banged it really hard.
Also slow getting up is Olajuwon, and he checks his left wrist or elbow. Not even yet in the front corner. Drexler reverse. Wow.
Well, really, Anderson read that. Drexler with the reverse layup, but he couldn't quite get there.
But they supposedly gave up in rebounding. They have more than gained. And the leadership by Drexler, and tonight they're even winning the boards. This court was a distant memory for Houston. That one knocked out, but Cassell called for his third. And the fourth against the team with 108.5. Trouble for the second-year backup point guard. He'll head to the bench, and Kenny Smith will return.
Robert Ory says something to David Robinson. I don't know if it was those two that collided. David Robinson seems to be okay.
David guarded by Jones and Smith. Steps back. That's not close. Comes in to steal the rebound, though, to the deck, and it's picked up by Akeem. David trying to get a pass out to Rodman. Not quite enough room. Lob over Rodman. This will be the first team foul of the quarter against the Spurs. And the first of the game against them.
Another look at this play is Drexler waiting for Olajuwon to break open. Foul called on Rodman.
He doesn't like it.
Mario Elie into the game for Robert Ory. Ory may be impressed by that point total he put up there. 40 seconds. There's single coverage, and Akeem can't connect. Dennis Rodman with his fifth rebound, leading the break. Underneath to David, over Jones, still not there, right through the hands of Anderson. He had a golden chance for the follow slam.
And that you just gotta pass off there. He hasn't been playing. The timing just wasn't there.
Crowd would have exploded. Still Houston by 6. Difference of 2 seconds on the clock, 7 to shoot. Now directing traffic. Almost whipped on the pass. Kenny Smith, runner just in time. 20-second San Antonio timeout has already been used. They don't have a 20. They used it, if memory serves, on the injury in the first quarter for Avery Johnson.
Either slow to develop or quick to develop as things either get rushed or they get slowed down because they're uncertain about the Houston defense. Then your offensive boards also become an issue, and a team that's not a good rebounding team out-rebounds the Spurs.
Elliott, who ended the half Monday with a 4-point play, pretty close, running 3 here, but Houston with its biggest lead of the game as they head to the locker room. Halfway to what would be a stunning 2-0 advantage in the Alamo Dome.
Foundation Sports, setting the standard for sports instructional DVDs.
Dedication.
Hi, I'm Magic Johnson. Welcome to the fundamentals of basketball.
To be the best, you have to learn from the best. That's why basketball legend Magic Johnson has assembled the greatest team of all-star players and coaches to help players everywhere improve their skills and knowledge of the sport. The Magic Fundamentals comprehensive video program is over 2 hours of instruction from basketball greats Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Diana Taurasi, Carmelo Anthony, Kenny Smith, Amari Stoudemire, and Rip Hamilton. You won't find Magic Fundamentals DVD in stores. It's only available by calling the 800 number on your screen or by visiting our website at foundationsports.com. Whether you're just a beginner or you're playing at the highest levels of high school ball, Magic's program will help you dramatically improve your game.
We all are looking to get better, and this tape will make you better if you practice the drills over and over again. You don't have to go to camp. I'm bringing camp right to you.
The Magic Fundamentals comprehensive video is filled with everything you need to know to increase your points, assists, rebounds, and understanding of the game of basketball. So call now and take the first step to becoming a great basketball player with Magic Fundamentals on 2 DVDs. Order now and receive Magic's conditioning DVD free to help you get stronger, quicker, faster, and jump higher to maximize your basketball skills. That's over 2 hours of basketball instruction on 2 DVDs, plus the free conditioning DVD for the incredible low price of 2 payments of only $19.99, plus $5.95 shipping and handling. And when you call, ask how you can own the complete Magic Fundamentals library. Call now or order online at foundationsports.com. Rush delivery available.
0 for 3 3-pointers. He took 2 all season, and he didn't hit either of those either.
The big number right there, no offensive rebounds. And I think part of that is that the Spurs are so out of sync offensively. They're a little tentative as to what David Robinson might do or who's going to shoot the ball and when. And Rodman is the guy that reads all that, and that's when he breaks for the board, and he hasn't been getting there.
Ellie misses the 3, and Rodman with rebound number 6. Breaks out full speed. Calling court inside the Admiral. Another near miss for the foul on Olajuwon, his 3rd. No foul trouble for any Spurs, but now Olajuwon and Cassell both have 3.
Rodman pulls up after driving the ball down the court, and it happens so quickly for Olajuwon that he's caught very low under the basket. David Robinson still staring at that rim, trying to get one of these short shots to go in.
Well, at least for him tonight, the free throws are 5 out of 6. Monday, 11 of 16. Talking about pressure, they faced some in the Lakers series, but nothing like this. Never behind in that series. Pressure was finishing what they had started.
And I think there was less pressure because you were playing against a team that, as the pressure got higher, the Lakers folded more quickly than the Spurs. I think the Spurs are well aware that this Houston team's not going to go away, that they cannot intimidate this Houston team. They have to outplay them, and I think that in and of itself applies even more pressure to you.
Elliott taken away by Drexler. Well, if they haven't learned it by now, they never will. Houston will never go away. Utah learned it the hard way. Phoenix has the last 2 years. A line drive off the glass. Hakeem with 12, lead back to 8.
Just footwork, just casual, calm, collected footwork on the part of Olajuwon to get the shot that he wanted.
Think about it, he's never looked nervous in his life. Even at the U of H when he didn't really know what basketball was. Rodman for the hole, and it rolls off. Mercy. Loose ball. Ori just in time. Turned around and saw it right in front of him, waiting to be grabbed. Ori slow getting back down the floor. Olajuwon turning on Rodman. Dennis, a strong 3-rebound start in the first 2 minutes. Drive, Del Negro. 51-45.
Olajuwon complaining to Joey Crawford, the official, about a touch on the forearm. I thought Olajuwon played a little loose, a little nervous in that first game in Phoenix in the first half. But he came back strong in the 4th quarter.
Strong start to this 3rd quarter for Hakeem. He and David now tied 14 points apiece. He's out-rebounded the Admiral 9-5. Elliott can't shake Drexler. For all his offense has played tremendous defense on Sean Woodard. Tough shot, and it just won't go. Sean Elliott 1 for 7. 3 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a turnover. He had 24 in game 1. Shot well until the free throws to try and capture it. Apparently still hasn't recovered. Hakeem off the spin, making it look easy. 10-point lead for the smiles as they head to their bench. The Spurs, who already look grim, are even more so now. It's 55-45.
Simple basketball working for the Houston Rockets as Olajuwon steps up to set a pick for Mario Elie, who, as the Spurs jump, the rotation a little slow from Sean Elliott, but better than that was Olajuwon's casual spin as he saw Sean coming at him. He wheels, does a little pirouette, and throws in an easy one-hander.
Well, the margin is ballooned to 10. That's the biggest tonight. It was as high as 11 the other night, and the Spurs overcame it. 55-45, but to overcome it tonight, it's real simple. They have got to start hitting some of the shots. Houston knows they're going to get shots because that guy draws so many extra defenders, and when they're out there open, they know he's going to find them.
And Bob Hill made a decision. 9 minutes gone, 9 minutes to go in the third. He decides to go with J.R. Reed, more offense, as opposed to Dennis Rodman.
Dennis not playing badly. Real strong start to this quarter, so I don't think it's punitive at all. It is simply the need for points. Del Negro open, no, rebound batted around the hole. Long pass, Hakeem saves to Johnson, stripped by Drexler. They're making all the plays tonight. Clyde Drexler. And the hook by Olajuwon. There's the biggest lead for either team in this series. 8-point start in less than 3.5 minutes in this third quarter. 18 for the game now for the team. Who has won it and receive an illegal defense. And this will be another technical, second of the game against Houston. The discussion may be about how much
Joey
time
Crawford is taking this call. It was a ball fake.
Inadvertent whistle is the call.
He was going to, they were going to call a zone, but there was a ball fake involved, which made the defense move, and so Joey Crawford stepped in and changed the call.
Rockets open the quarter with an 8-2 run. Del Negro just not in the rhythm. Through the hands of Hakeem. Gift rebound for David. Elliott driving past Drexler. Defense collapses and scores anyway. Second basket for Sean, 57-47. Defensive pressure on Smith. Horry to the hole. Now outside it's Olajuwon. Drexler for a three-pointer. High arc and nothing but net. What a show tonight from Drexler. 60-47. 6 threes for the Rockets. The Spurs still looking for their first. Reed unable to do what he's in there to do. Score. The loose ball foul is on David. His second. Drexler got popped in the mouth.
Another look as J.R. Reed pump fakes, gets it up too hard off the glass. Robinson over the top of Olajuwon for the foul. Bob Hill making another decision. 7:41 going in the third. He's got Doc Rivers and Willie Anderson in.
With this much substituting this early in a quarter, unprecedented for Bob Hill this year. The situation is unprecedented. Finally a miss from Hakeem. That could have put Houston up 15 points. Ellie in for Houston. David beating Hakeem for the baseline reverse. 16 for Robinson.
Olajuwon trying to avoid his fourth foul allows Robinson to beat him along the baseline.
Baseline shot. Again no good. Hakeem 9 for 20 tonight. Drive by Elliott. Behind him was Reed. And fouled out of the rule. His first second against the team.
You got to keep coming at him. Sean trying to get into the defense, kicks it to J.R. Reed, who gets fouled by Horry as he goes by.
Well, keep coming at him, get some layups, make him collapse. Outside shot should come easier, theoretically. J.R. Reed has, in not much time, shot unbelievably well over his last 4 games. 81% from the field. That's field goals, 13 of 16. And for the postseason, 83% from the line, way above his regular season. Little push, very little contact here. For the first time in memory, JR doesn't argue a foul. His Spurs. Only one Spur has as many as 2 personal fouls. It's David. Rockets by 9. It's been as high as 13 points here in the period. With Drexler and Hakeem show, the 2-man game more than enough to sustain this double-digit margin. That's 20 for Hakeem.
Boy, jump shot right in the face of Willie Anderson coming to help.
Elliott driving on Drexler. Dish to David. No call. Out of bounds. Spurs ball. Robert Horry picking himself up. And we're letting a lot of contact go tonight.
Sean through the lane again. You see the Houston Rockets packed into the lane. Horry and Olajuwon wedging in against Robinson. But without any outside shooting, the Rockets are going to stay in the paint.
Tapped out by Robinson. With a lament of Spurs playoff losses past, not getting outside shooting. This team a much better shooting team than it has shown. Reed in desperation finds Rivers. Misses the 3-point. Knock 1 for 6. The team is 38%. And in the quarter, 3 of 11. Houston outside shooting by Ellie. They're 6 of 13 now on trades. Under 5.5 of the period. And a foul on Drexler at the beginning of that drive. His second. Third against Houston. Rudy Tomjanovich in his 4th year at the Rocket helm. He's lost only 1 playoff series in that period. That was 2 years ago. Western semis against Seattle. 7 consecutive series victories since then.
I think he has a good handle on what to say to basketball players. He played as an all-star, played in a lot of big games, and as a former player, I think that's one element that he brings to these pressure situations.
Well-timed return of the touch by Rivers right there. They've cut the lead from 13 to 8. Horry to get it back with a 3. No. Rebound Robinson. David starts to break. Anderson will finish. No. Blocked by Horry. Willie gets it back. Spins. Misses again. What a terrific play by Robert Horry. Fans ready to explode, and instead it's Olajuwon there to quiet him down again.
Great ball movement by the Rockets in the face of the crowd and the energy the Spurs are trying to throw at him. Robert Horry tired, once out.
What a good kind of tired. After that last stop, he deserves a rest. Reed turning on him. Loose ball off Rivers. And in for Houston will come Charles Jones. Tell you what, if you reverse the jerseys, they look like the Spurs have looked all year in this 3rd quarter. Everything they've thrown out there has been Spurs basketball, which the Spurs wanted to play tonight. It's being done to them instead.
Well, this is sort of a throw-in game for the Rockets. They escaped with that first victory, and of course I think they've mentally come out and just going, well, we got the one we wanted, and we're going to play this one as loose as possible.
Boy, are they ever. This foul on Mario Ellie, his second. 4th against the team.
Another look at Doc Rivers trying to dump it into J.R. Reed against the Mario Ellie, who reaches. J.R. moves away from him, but J.R. realizes Olajuwon's coming to help off of everybody.
Tangled up with Robinson underneath was Jones. That's his second. That is the bonus into effect for the Spurs. 3:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. Jones, 23 minutes Monday, produced playoff highs for him. 6 points, 5 boards. Doesn't sound all that impressive, but they picked him up at the very tail end of the season. Hardly played at all before the postseason. They got him because of the injured shoulder of Carl Herrera. Glad they have him now. (64-56). The Spurs not that far back. Just a little run and they're there. Olajuwon gets any shot he wants, though. That's 14 in the period. 24 in the game. 7 field goals to Robinson's 1 since halftime. Rivers lowers his shoulder, drives and hits. Tough shot in traffic for Doc Rivers. Back to an 8-point lead. We hit 3 minutes, quarter number 3. Kicked out by Anderson. And Houston will use the timeout with 3:02 to go, third quarter. Right where we were at the half. Houston leading in game 2 by 8.
To play professional volleyball, you better be in great shape. To play at age 41, you better be in the best shape of your life. How do I do it? Bowflex.
Introducing the all-new Bowflex Extreme 2. Now you can get great results faster than ever.
I've been an athlete all my life, and nothing works better than Bowflex. I've been on this machine for 6 weeks and packed 12 pounds of muscle onto my frame.
Call right now for your free DVD that tells you all about Bowflex.
I put the Extreme 2 to the test. I got pumped arms, ripped abs, and legs of steel. Let's face the facts, we all get older, but we sure don't have to look it. I'll admit it, I want to look good and perform well at the beach. But if I'm out slamming it with 20-somethings, I need the kind of shape that only comes from strength training with Bowflex.
Change your body in one easy 20-minute workout, done just 3 times a week. The new Bowflex Extreme 2 features a no-cable change pulley system, delivering faster workouts than ever, because you don't have to change cables between exercises.
That cuts down on my workout time, which allows me to do more of the things that I want to do.
If you're serious about losing weight, getting fit, and getting in awesome shape, then check out the new Extreme 2.
To be back playing pro volleyball after leaving the tour over 10 years ago is amazing. If you want real results real fast, you need a real Bowflex. Believe me, there are great advantages to having a Bowflex body.
Call right now for this free DVD or order directly from Bowflex for only $23 a month. Call today or visit them online.
I'm 41 years old, and I'm in the best shape of my life.
The difficulty of guarding one of the most prolific scorers in NBA playoff history, Olajuwon. He turns into the lane with the baby hook. What he prefers is the baseline with the jump shot. Robinson playing the jump shot, gets burned by the baby hook. The great players have a very simple formula, and they're so clever at working it that it makes it very, very difficult to defend one versus the other.
Well, just grasping at straws here. Is he tiring himself out the third quarter?
Well, it's a lot of points. You know, I mean, you could argue that he's using up a lot of energy. Every one of those fakes, every one of those moves requires a lot of energy. Of course, whether or not Rudy Tomjanovich gets him out of the game or even Bob Hill gets David Robinson out of the game, a lot of that is circumstance. I thought Olajuwon finished that game in Phoenix the other night very well because he was in foul trouble and sat quite a bit in the third quarter. But that wasn't because Tomjanovich decided to do it. That was because he was in foul trouble.
Yeah, he was exhausted.
No, this is just the third quarter.
Oh, man. 26 now, 16 in the quarter. Rivers another 3. The fixer finds something else to fix, and it's the outside shooting. He has 3. 2 of them from outside the three-point line. The third quarter. Drive, Drexler, and Reynolds home. 10 points for Clyde, 70-61.
Well, that one missed completely and still fell in the basket. Things going well for the Rockets.
Seems like that fall when you're as confident and as free-flowing as Houston is. Escaping from game 1 and loose and free in game 2. Drexler, it's his third. He joins Olajuwon and Sam Cassell, all with 3.
Bob Hill making a calculated decision here to get David Robinson out of the game. So I think that's what he's doing. He's putting Terry Cummings in.
They're going to use their 22nd timeout to do so.
Minute 56 to go in the third.
We haven't seen Terry yet tonight. And if I'm Tomjanovich, I'm going to also get a Keem arrest here. I mean, if you're ever in need of a breather after the show he's put on, he should be. And if David's not going to be out there.
Well, I've seen him not do that. I've seen Tomjanovich not be aware of that. And I think last year in the finals, it was a very similar 7th game situation to this year against Phoenix in game 7. Circumstances just sort of played itself out to where Olajuwon needed to be on the bench because of foul trouble. And then he came back in and had a huge close of the fourth quarter.
Well, he'll stay in. First appearance for Cummings. What have they done to keep him in jail?
I think Sean's gotten some shots. I think that Drexler's done a pretty good job on him. He's forced him to trying to force the drive, much like the Lakers did. Olajuwon is much like David Robinson, closes off a lot of those lanes very quickly.
Oh, but for that kind of role Monday night, Sean must be thinking of himself. You could give the Spurs a choice of who they wanted to shoot free throws in that situation. He'd be the guy. He'd knock them down all year, every chance. Still mystified that he couldn't hit. Oh, man, the only shot he hadn't tried yet, a blind backhand. Holy cow. 18 in the quarter, 28 in the game. Making it look ridiculously easy. Open in the middle, J.R. Reed with a left-handed 4-footer has 8 points, and the lead is 7.
Complete commitment to double-team Sean Elliott, who had a difficult time finding the wide-open J.R. Reed.
Foul to give, taken here by Cummings. 1:17 in the period. Now maybe Akeem gets a break. Chucky Brown will come in. Not for Akeem. It will be Jones who departs. The Rockets haven't needed much off their bench tonight. Their bench come up pretty big. 8 by Reed, 10 by Rivers, 6 by Anderson. 2 from Person. Turnover. No, off the Spurs. Looked like Drexler lost it. But he's bailed out.
Triple team is Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers didn't really drive down. Watch Drexler lose the ball, and I think Terry Cummings touched it right there as it went over his head.
Back knees right there.
Another look at it. Yeah, Terry just hit it with his finger.
That's the good call. We hit 1 minute in the third quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Clyde nowhere near. Cassell, did he get it in time? No. Oh, he did get it in time. He did not get the shot. And the foul called on Mario Elie in the scramble for the rebound. It's his third.
Sam Cassell has to lean away from Doc Rivers and drives it off the back of the iron, and Terry Cummings got Mario Elie on his back. Gets a couple of free throws at the other end.
Hey, you know what? If these free throws go as rallies go, it's not the most spectacular you've ever seen, but they will have cut a 13-point lead to 5 very quietly here late in the third quarter. Here's one of them.
I know I keep referring to that Game 7 in Phoenix, but that was an interesting game that Houston ended up winning. But the rally happened for the Houston Rockets against Phoenix, who controlled most of that game while Hakeem Olajuwon was on the bench.
Well, it's 72-66, but that's major progress from what could have happened when Houston had it by 13 and the Spurs were completely back on their heels. Olajuwon, quick double by Rivers. The foul. Second in the last 2 minutes. Both on Terry Cummings. Olajuwon, for the first time tonight, will be on the foul line. He's done everything from the field. 14 of 25. This reminds us of the 47-point game he had in the regular season.
That was an amazing game. I didn't feel like Robinson was feeling well, had the bad back problem in that game. But this one, he just gets on a roll, and he's so elusive, so clever with the ball. Very difficult guy to defend when he gets rolling like this.
That was Houston's only victory over the Spurs until Monday night. That was the game that Maxwell won inside the final second on the 30-footer.
And one thing that has happened is they've really taken some of the other players out of the game to a certain extent. Olajuwon really carrying them individually.
Shot clock at 8. Game clock 14 for Rivers. Top of the key. He has found his range. Here comes Ellie. Stripped and fouled with 7.2 seconds. As he tried to get around Willie Anderson. Pressure shot fell for Rivers to cut it to 5. And now Ellie with 7.2 can again get the 7-point lead on the board for Houston. When they have taken a lead into the fourth quarter in the postseason, they're 6-1 this year. Robert Horry in to replace Hakeem. He'll get all of 7.2 seconds to rest. And maybe the first couple of minutes of the fourth quarter. Mario Ellie, career-high 4 3-pointers. 16 points in 33 minutes the other night. 7 in this one. 5 seconds. Chuck Person in. Heavy pressure 3-pointer. No. End of the third quarter. It could be worse. They only made up 2 points off the halftime gap, but at one point they trailed by 13.
Junior, now that you're selling yourself for $1, you're going to meet a lot of girls.
What?
Here, take this.
What's this?
It's an extra napkin. Put it in your wallet.
Thanks, Dr. Love.
Whopper Junior for $1. Bringing some attitude to the BK value menu.
Whether you're dominating the playground, the last one to leave the gym, or you're big time like Mike Bibby, the Better Basketball videos will explode your game.
Even I've learned some things, working with Better Basketball. It's just unbelievable.
I've seen so many different videos over the years. You will not find finer tapes than what Better Basketball is offering.
Learn more about all 7 DVDs from BetterBasketball.com. If you buy 6, the 7th is free. Order now at BetterBasketball.com.
Homeowners, want to get cash and simplify your bills? Ask about a combo loan from Countrywide. It's a refi that you could use to combine your first mortgage, your second mortgage, your car loan, and all your high-rate credit card debt into one easy loan with one low monthly payment. It could save you hundreds every month. Call America's #1 home loan lender now and ask for a combo loan. No one can do what Countrywide can. Apply now.
Call 1-800-642-0832.
Here comes Avery Johnson. A title's at stake. Spurs are closing in. They want Duncan. Got him on the entry pass. Double team. Elliott on top. Elliott bluffs, drives, kicks. Avery Johnson in the lead. Yes.
Avery Johnson drills it from the baseline, and the Spurs have regained the lead.
The little guy sticks that dagger right toward your heart on every occasion.
The San Antonio Spurs win their first ever NBA championship.
Listen, I don't care if you want to sell yourself for less, but $1?
People are psyched about this, Dad. You'd know that if you'd pull your head out of your bun.
Watch it, Burger Boy.
Whopper Junior for $1. Bringing some attitude to the BK value menu.
We are on at 8 o'clock Friday from the Summit for Game 3, and we switch back to KSAT 12 and the Spurs Television Network for Game 3. And if the Spurs can come up with what they've been searching now for 7 quarters for. It'll be a 1-1 series there. Bob Hill referred to Monday night as their worst performance in memory. Tonight, for the most part, even below that level. And yet Doc Rivers' 10-point third quarter has them right where they were at the end of the third quarter Monday. Same score. It was Houston 74-68 then and now. And they overcame it Monday, only to let it slip away. They'd love to be in that position again. Spin move by Anderson. Loose ball foul against David Robinson. That is 3. David, 18 points, 9 boards, 3 personals.
Willie spinning when using the left hand. Robert Horry with the defense. Robinson fouling Charles Jones from behind.
Drexler throws it away. Only the 9th turnover maker for Houston. Spurs had only 7. Very different tonight. Monday, 14 ties, 17 lead changes. And the last lead change we saw this thing was way back early in the first quarter. Houston by 5 after 1, by 8 at the half. By as many as 13 in the third. David inside, easily over Jones. And this is as close as they've been in ages.
And I think David caught it a little closer than he has in previous times down.
Anderson for the steal. And the bad pass. Mercy. Tried a tough cross-court lead for Doc Rivers. Oh, my goodness. Into the lane, Drexler. Robert Horry around Anderson, up with a scoop. What touch on a finger roll by Robert Horry, 13 points. 4-point swing, they're back up by 6. On such exchanges, our rallies killed. Rivers missing a 3. 2-on-2 break with Cassell, getting a screen from Chucky Brown. No back person out, look to drive on. Turns his back as Cassell scores. But you've got to be impressed by Houston's resiliency. Slightest bit of pressure is applied, and they make all the big plays. Elliott passed up for 3, gets the 2. Sean 3 of 9, 9 points, 78-72. They may not have sounded like it all night, but it's 35-888, the most you can get into here. Starting to get the spirit of the rally now, off another miss by Drexler. Anderson hard to the hole, open three-pointer, Elliott got it. It's a 3-point game. For the first time since 40-37. Now, 8 on the shot clock. Cassell can't answer with a 3. Well, but he was ready and willing to take that big shot. Elliott, another 3 for the tie, just short. Had it around, Anderson back, missed, Robinson for the slam. Timeout Rockets. It's a 1-point Houston lead.
Say, Berman, are you stuck in a rut of work, just trying to make ends meet? Want a way out? Well, I want to help you make and keep more money and live a great lifestyle just like I do. Log on to my website and I'll send you for free my best-selling book, plus I'll send you my Making Money CD, a $75 value. Both yours to keep just for visiting my website. Get out of that rut today. Log on now.
NBA cares. The San Antonio Spurs care about communities around the world. While in France, Tim Duncan and his teammates dedicated a new play space and held a basketball clinic with local school children. And at home in San Antonio, Bruce Bowen works with local school children as part of his Get Fit conditioning program, demonstrating the importance of leading an active and healthy lifestyle. NBA Cares, combining basketball and service to the community.
Building explodes. 7 unanswered points. The lead was 13. It's 1. As we go under 9 minutes to play. Avery Johnson went out at the 7:21 mark of the third quarter with a sore ankle. Nice spin move by Drexler. Again, Houston with the answer. Avery, we are told, could return, but the ankle is very sore and heavily taped, and from the sound of things, he may not return. Robinson turning on Olajuwon. Up fake, lost it. Rivers there for the loose ball and 14 points. 80-79. The position is not exactly destitute. The way Doc has come in. Low to Akeem. Quick ball movement, searching for the open three. Ori passes it up. He'll go up for his own board. Blocked by David. Fumbled around, and Ori gets it back, but he fouled Anderson to get it.
See how loosely Robert Ori is playing. He throws up a circus shot as he gets the rebound. Robinson up over the top for the block. Ori reaches and fouls Willie Anderson.
Would have been a foul on David Monday. Anderson as Drexler went for the steal. All right, quick recovery. Person for the three. Yes!
Great decision by Robinson to the weak side. Chuck Person waiting for that pass. Had his feet set.
First three-pointer for Chuck Person since Game 3 against L.A. 12 days ago. Stolen by Rivers. Person for another three. Maybe once too often to the well, but Elliott called for a foul on the rebound, his first of the game. But the Spurs have their first lead of the game since 4-3 at 82-80. Olajuwon dives as soon as Robinson flashed out on Drexler.
Two beautiful plays by the Rockets. The first one was Drexler in the middle of the lane. That one, a great read by the Rockets as the Spurs got set up to do the pick and roll. Olajuwon just dived to the basket, but got the good pass from Drexler.
Now over the back, he fouls Robinson for his fourth. 4 fouls on Olajuwon. And an official timeout. 6:45 remaining. 82 for the Spurs, 82 for the world champion Rockets. 31 points for Hakeem Olajuwon tonight. 19, now 21 total for Drexler. 82-82. Rivers, tough shot, off balance, easy rebound. 13th of the game for Hakeem. Houston will look to regain the lead under 6.5 minutes. Well, we're finally seeing Spurs basketball for the first time in this series. Drexler missing the three. The team that's hit the threes has controlled this series. The Spurs have 4 in the second half, none at halftime. Houston only 1 3 in the second half. Underneath Rivers. Bad pass. Out of sync. Turnover number 9.
A little frustrating as Doc Rivers went through the lane. Appeared to be open, but there's not a lot he can do with the ball in there with Olajuwon behind him.
Points after turnovers are even, 8 apiece. All the way, Olajuwon for the lead. 33 for that man, 84-82.
Really an indefensible shot at that point. A shot much like Hakeem Abdul-Jabbar.
Out to the corner, Rivers. Short arm on that one, tipped up by David, captured by Mario Ellie. Ahead on the break to Ori. Robert Ori for the finger roll. That's been his shot. All the way to 15 points. And the Rockets run off 6 straight to lead by 4. Spurs after the timeout wasting possessions. Bad passes, bad shots. Anderson loose. Robinson knocked away from behind and draws the foul by Drexler, and that's his fourth. So the Phi Slamma brothers each with 4 fouls.
Willie Anderson still trying to make it happen. Blows by Clyde Drexler. Akeem comes to help, but David Robinson can't control it off the short, low pass.
Yeah, but a little of that helter-skelter that Willie brings to the game has been pretty welcome tonight.
I think he's a difficult read for the Rockets, and of course he hasn't been playing a lot of minutes. It's really incredible situation for Willie Anderson.
Boy, now the free throws, 15 of 18 by the Spurs, 83%. Huge improvement. Rockets not getting to the line, just 6 of 10. Spin move, Hakeem, hook, no, rebound tipped up. Loose ball foul will go, I think, against Sean Elliott here. Nope, Anderson called for his third and the team's third.
See Sean and Willie both talking about who's coming to double team and who's going to rotate. Elijah Wan misses the shot. Sean Elliott trying to knock the ball away from Hakeem gets the foul. Or I guess it was Willie that got the foul.
Willie gets the foul. This is a group that hasn't played together all that much. Anderson being the wild card. Huge three-pointer, Robert Horry. A 6-point Houston lead. And a timeout called by the Spurs. 4:34 remaining. Robert Horry's 4th 3 of the night has Rudy Tomjanovich breathing just a little easier.
If you're watching TV without great sound, you're missing half the excitement. But when you connect your TV to the Bose 321 GS DVD home entertainment system, your movies, music, and sports come to life in an exciting home theater experience. Forget about the complications of a conventional 5-speaker system, and you won't need those wires running to the back of your room. With the 321 system, you only see 2 small speakers. The Hideaway Acoustimass module delivers deep, dramatic sound. And the built-in DVD CD player, FM AM tuner, and universal remote let you easily enjoy sound that John Budrus of the Boston Globe magazine says rivals that of more expensive 5-satellite units. How does the 321 system deliver this kind of performance from just 2 speakers? In the past, to get sound from all directions, you needed 5 speakers, but after many years of researching the science of how people hear, Bose developed an easier way to enjoy home theater. It's called True Space Digital Surround Processing Circuitry. This technology gives you the sense that sound is all around you, and it delivers this spacious sound experience from 2 speakers instead of 5.
If you set this system against somebody with just a regular television set, they would just be blown away by the sound they're getting out of these 2 speakers and the Acoustimass. It's amazing.
Call now to experience this revolutionary breakthrough in your own home. It's simple to set up and connects easily to equipment you already own, like a VCR. And if you love music, ask about the 321 GSX system that lets you store 200 hours of your favorite CDs. Our excitement guarantee gives you 30 days to experience the 321 system in your own home risk-free. When you call, be sure to ask how you can make 12 easy payments with no interest charges from Bose. And if you order today, Bose will ship your system right to your front door free. So why settle for half the experience when the 321 GS and GSX systems give you so much more?
In desperate need of offense, he got J.R. Reed in, and for the most part, the offense has been better, but they've hit another snag here over the last 3:01 without a field goal. Bill sticks with this group, though. And from here on in, they really can't waste another possession. Outside, it falls for Robinson. Back within 4, 89-85. 25 with 11 boards for the Afro.
Boy, a brave shot for Robinson. The kind of shot that really would have discouraged the building, including his teammates, had he not knocked that one in.
Now it's going to Keane answer. Horry has had the 3-point touch all night. What an assassin this guy's been. Ever since his lone field goal Monday. 5 threes. Rivers rebounded by Horry. 21 points tonight from Robert Horry, who was a non-factor until they needed him to win game 1. Houston by 7, 3.5 to go. Will has Reed up ready to return. Shot clock at 7. Hakeem past David Fowle with 3:20 by Willie Anderson. 4th on Willie, 4th on the team. In comes Reed for Person. Robert Horry's career high is 24 points. His playoff high for this year is tonight, 21. Not a bad compliment for this man. 10 in the 4th quarter.
Well, Olajuwon has caused so many problems on the low block, and the Spurs have been rotating down to help. And look how that time of Willie Anderson helping on Olajuwon. It's where Robert Horry is finding the opportunities offensively.
Boy, and how quickly they get control. Up by 9. Now the Spurs looking for a miracle run. With most of the second half to come from 13 back to 2 up. Is there time left? Inside Rivers. 16 for Doc. His regular season high was 17.
Another beautiful pass from Willie Anderson.
Both those guys deserve gold stars tonight. They've been terrific off the bench. Stolen by Anderson. Ahead on the break. Elliott knocked away from behind by Drexler.
Clyde Drexler, at his age, he's still got the extra gear. He had Elliott in front of him, and he's still close to knock the ball out of bounds.
32, tonight going on 22. Timeout San Antonio. We have 2:41 to go in game
2. Nothing appears to be wrong.
There's nothing wrong? Okay. I don't understand how somebody can simply forget an entire week. Aren't you a specialist?
Gastronomic Meditations is the place on the web where people can explore the sensuality of food.
GoDaddy customer Jennifer Ianolo.
GoDaddy is like an a la carte menu of options where I can handpick the dishes I need to create this beautiful presence on the web. When we first built the site, we used GoDaddy's Traffic Blazer to submit our site to all of the search engines. I use GoDaddy's virtual dedicated server, and I also use their email express marketing to send out my newsletters.
Just go to www.godaddy.com/TV.
Would you like to double, triple, or even quadruple your income and eliminate your credit card debt?
I make $5,000 a month in residual income.
$2,000 a month, part-time.
Thousands of people are getting started by requesting a free DVD that shows them the way to financial freedom. Like Trina, a soccer mom who started her home-based business part-time and with the help of a mentor made $30,000 the first year and $130,000 the next.
It all started with a free DVD.
Or Brandy, who has now become financially secure and is living the American dream.
The free DVD really opened my eyes.
Or Dan and Andrea, who started working part-time from home and in their third year made over $140,000. And there's no experience necessary. Our DVD shows how a mentor works with you to assure your success.
Go to 11getmoney.com and get started today. And respond now while this is still a free service. Go to 11getmoney.com. That's 11getmoney.com. 11getmoney.com.
You see Willie Anderson on the double team. Chuck Person rotates. Sean Elliott rotates. But Robert Horry very confidently puts up the long three-pointer.
One of his 5 tonight, 21 points. If they hang on, he's their MVP tonight. 2:40 to go. Spurs down 7. They led 82-80. Rockets called time, calmed down. They're in command ever since. Drive by Elliott. Heavy traffic and no roll. Robinson sneaks in for the rebound. Up short for the putback and the foul. It is on Sam Cassell, his 4th.
Sean Elliott through the lane, missed. Robinson with the rebound.
So Cassell reaches from behind Robinson as he pushed in the short hook.
So a three-point play, mighty necessary there, 94-90. Now a stop really makes it interesting. They've been few and far between of late. Houston has shot the ball better as this game's gone on. They're 53% now, 8 on the shot clock here. Drexler over Robinson. Rebound battle, won by Akeem. Rivers knocked down, and no call. And screamed for one, but it's not going to be there. We go under 2 minutes. Turning on Reed, Olajuwon, and the foul prior to that pass in is Doc Rivers first. But it will be bonus free throws for Houston. 5th team foul comes with 1:55 remaining.
Well, they forced the miss as Drexler takes the shot over Robinson. That's the one they wanted right there. But Olajuwon over the top of Doc Rivers.
Foul called on Reed rather than Rivers. 95-90. Person in place of Reed, and it looks more and more like Dennis Rodman may not play the rest of this game. Todd Hill's desperate need for offense, the reason he had to sacrifice for defense and rebound. 96-90. 1:50 to go. Willie Anderson spinning, gives to David, up and no! Oh, he needed that one. For a three-point play to cut the lead in half. But the good news is that's 5 on Olajuwon. 5th foul, 1:44 to go.
For a number of seasons, we've seen Willie Anderson being the best passer to David Robinson. Into the lane, gets the defense up, dumps it to Dave. Just can't get it to go after he gets fouled by Akeem.
Defense for offense here is Reed for Person. This to cut it to 4. Good. 96-92. And a Houston timeout. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter in the Dome. Houston looking to take a 2-0 lead in the best of 7. This one is a 4-point game with 1:44 to go. 96-92 Houston. And Cassell on the dribble. Ellie guarded by Anderson. Drexler a look low to Akeem. Elliott drifting to double. Outside Ellie, the return to Olajuwon. Anderson tied it up briefly. Cassell, three-pointer. They make them all, don't they? They are absolutely amazing.
Well, I think they got the ball in the guy's hand that least likely to make it, but like you say, Sam Cassell knocks in a big shot.
Robinson, as Olajuwon had to give him some room with 5 fouls. 99-94. I mean, they could throw Jean Tabak out there right now and he'd hit the three-pointer. Drexler out to Horry. Long pass Ellie. And they'll run clock. Down near a minute. 5-point lead. One more score may be all they need. Under a minute. Backing out Akeem. Pulls up from 15, and that could be it. Spurs will use their next to last timeout as 1,000 or so Rocket fans start their celebration. And some Spurs fans start for the exits. 53.1 remaining when we come back.
Over the past half-decade, BetterBasketball.com has become the world's leader in improvement videos, bringing you 6 DVDs to build a foundation of the fundamental skills: shooting, dribbling, passing, defending, scoring from the post, and attacking from the perimeter. Now, Better Basketball brings you the most advanced DVD ever released. scoring without the ball. The video features unmatched detail on reacting to your teammates' dribble penetration, developing slasher moves, working off screens, and getting open when denied. The DVD even uses pro footage, so you'll see the techniques applied in real games from around the globe. Plus, you'll learn from Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman and Jason Kidd. If your goal is to play at the next level or just plain win, get the entire Better Basketball series, put in the sweat, and then reap the rewards. Learn more about all 7 DVDs from BetterBasketball.com or call us at 1-800-BETTER-B. If you buy 6 of the videos, the 7th is free. Order now at BetterBasketball.com.
Who's it gonna be? Which one's it gonna be? Huh? Uh-oh. Think fast. Hold on a second. Think fast. So anyway. Think fast. Which one of you wants the ball? Can't hear you. Didn't think so. Think fast. Think fast. Think fast. Can't stop this triple threat. Oh. Oh. Sight. Oh, hip shot. Think fast. Oh. Oh. School's out.
There's just one place to get something this big and real. Fathead.com. Fathead, are you fan enough?
Ori, Olajuwon, and Drexler, 81 of their 101 points. The Spurs starters only 58. The bench has been terrific with 36 points.
We talked about 17-foot jump shots under pressure. Olajuwon eliminating the double team by backing away from the play to face David Robinson. Fakes into the lane and shoots the 17-foot jumper.
Offensive foul, Sean Elliott. And the Rockets all start their celebration now. .46 seconds and change, 7-point lead. Now you got a foul, you got to hope they miss free throws. Not much in the hope department. Doc Rivers putting Drexler on the line. Well, a wise man told me earlier this season that the team that wins championships makes 17-foot jump shots under pressure. I think that was you. and here's Houston making you look very prophetic.
And it ain't easy. These guys are battle tested. I mean, the guys we put up there on the screen were in the NBA Finals, with the exception of Drexler, who's been in a couple of times himself. But that man right there, he got the MVP last year, and he won the game for the Houston Rockets last year in the NBA Finals. It doesn't get any more pressurized than that. And these guys are used to it, and they've done a great job. Robert Horry played great in the finals last year as well.
Bob Hill takes his final timeout. Rockets will head to Houston. Is there a miracle in the house? Turned around, a 2 by Person. And a 20-second timeout called here by Houston.
I think they can go to Houston and win.
And they think so. They just didn't want to do it in this circumstance. But the Rockets have been here. They have had to come from 2-0 down just last year to Phoenix. And 3-1 down just last week to Phoenix. There's the delay of game. It can be done, but doing it is another thing.
Spurs weren't even trying to get a delay of game and we got the call.
Out of bounds with 41.7. After that 86 championship series, a big step back, lost in the Western semis the next year, and then 4 years in a row they were out the first round. Lost in the Western semis in '93. This will be a 2-shot foul. On Sean Elliott, his third. Ball being explained to Tom Janovich. Sean not real clear about it himself, so Jack Dees will come to the scorer's table. Going to be a free throw and possession foul with Mario Elie on the line. Houston now 103-96. first team in the postseason to hit triple digits against the Spurs.
It's the second time in this series that I've seen the net twisted and the official not straightened it before a free throw.
And the free throw was missed in each case. In this case, it's not going to mean much. Anderson with his fifth foul, 29.7. That 93 Houston team, if not for some big shots, would have beaten Seattle in Seattle in Game 7 of that Western Semi. They had plenty of chances, lost by 3 in overtime, and then last year summoned the magic somehow after losing the first 2 in round 2 at home to Phoenix. After that second game, the headlines all said choke city because they had coughed up an 18-point fourth-quarter lead and were left for dead. But
I mean, you can extrapolate this back to the failures that Olajuwon had in the NC2A, which is also a big, huge, giant event. Drexler part of that as well.
Only last year did the team ever overcome that 83 loss. And now Drexler would like to join him in championship form this year. Big step tonight for both. 41 points for a smiling Olajuwon. Drexler with 23. Houston by 10. Air ball by Rivers to close this one out. And the Rockets will go home looking to sweep the team with the best record in ball when the playoffs began.